Hey Capricorn family, what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are taking a look at your weekly energy. See what's going on for you guys, Capricorn. I think your last week reading was pretty good, so I hope things are moving well, fluidly for you. Intro. So we just went into Aries season. It's such a good time to focus on ourselves, what we're trying to work for, achieve, manifest into our life. We do really need to take that time out for ourselves right now and get to know ourselves and what our wants and desires are, right? Like the stuff that is working for us and that's not. So with that in mind, okay, so opportunities for change and natural order. This energy has been coming up a lot lately. Excuse me. You know, just remembering that there is divine timing in everything. You know, it's like working with the law, right? So that means that we have to put intention and energy with how we want our life to look. You know, if we need to be a little bit more proactive about something, set time aside to kind of focus on whatever goal or task we have in mind, then that's needed. Perhaps we need to, you know, like pare down our schedule a little bit, simplify, really kind of give ourselves that space to rest and nurture as well as the action steps, right? Yeah, I love that. Balance and energy. So exactly what I was just talking about. Balance and harmony, I'm sorry. But balancing of your energy, right? So really kind of taking that fine, scrutinizing eye to see what is working, you know, and putting more energy towards that versus trying to split your energies. If we have our fingers in too many cookie jars, right? It's going to be too much. We're not going to really, it's going to take a lot longer to get where we're going. And that's kind of what it's talking about for you right now with that journey card, Capricorn. It's just recognizing that not everything has to happen tomorrow. And that can be like a really difficult concept, right, to embrace because modern world is so instant gratification. But some things do take longer, right? That natural order energy is all about, you know, getting things into place accordingly in order so you can have that manifestation in perfect timing, right? For wherever you at. Yeah, that's so dope. This card is really about empowering yourself, your authentic self, the Atma, however you want to see or understand this value. You know, it's just like you being the best version of yourself. And that's what you're in the process of cultivating right now, Capricorn, which is dope. It's such a strong energy and you're such a strong sign. And what I have so much respect for with Capricorns is they are really willing to like hunker down and do the do. And you know, there's like a lot of fate that comes through with that. How beautiful. Like it is on your way to you. So that's what I'm hearing, right? Like what you're working on right now, whatever you have, you know, it's just recognizing that it is coming. Quieting the doubts, the fears, the anxieties, remembering that everything takes time to build and grow, especially depending on how big of a dream or a change it is in your life. Change takes time, right? We actually have more progress, you know, through taking our time, through making things a lot more simplistic. That's where we end up maximizing like our energy. We create more space, if you guys have ever heard that phrase, which basically just means like we have more time to put towards what inspires us, what fulfills us, whether that's self-care or your business, you know, or some type of hobby or passion that you have. That's really what makes life valuable, right? Is connecting with those things. And we're all super busy. We all have a bunch going on. No one wants to miss out, right? But this, I love this Hierophant energy for you. It's ruled by Taurus, but it's, and you know, to me, it really talks about living from that space of integrity. It signifies our tradition, our spiritual connection, and how we really show up in our life in a moral and integrous way. Having that integrity regardless of what we're facing. You know, I've learned this value a lot lately. Like, even if things are painful and challenging, you know, there still is that need to show up in your integrity. Not just looking at the hurt and the pain. Yeah, it sucks. But the more we focus on that, the less we're able to, you know, show up in that way. And what do I mean by show up? It's just like ascribing to your belief system, acting in a way that isn't in accordance with who you are. You know, not going to the dark side, right? We've all been there. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, I love that. So more Taurus energy, but I mean, it's Earth energy, which obviously you are as well, Taurus. Or I'm sorry, Capricorn, Freudian slip. You might have some Taurus energy in your chart. But this is talking about like that, this abundance. This is such a beautiful and powerful energy. It's just, unfortunately, with that Three of Swords, it represents our pain, our grief, our suffering. That is the cornerstone of you making these changes and evolution. So, you know, I actually feel like this is someone you're dealing with. This King of Pentacles to me is like our life partner. Someone that you have some type of partnership, intimate relationship with. It doesn't have to be romantic specifically. This could be someone you have kids with, or it could be your father, great-grandfather, or grandfather. I mean. And again, that Six of Pentacles speaks to needing to find balance. There's a lot of Earth energy in your reading right now. The Star, Aquarius. You could be on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp or have a lot of Aquarian energy as well. This really speaks to like just recognizing that things are healing. They're growing, they're evolving, especially with this specific situation that you're dealing with. Yeah, you guys might be on different pages. Like maybe, especially with your energy showing up as the Empress, Capricorn, it's just recognizing and giving grace for those who are still learning, maturing, growing. It's like, I feel like it's better to stay balanced, right? Like less is more. Because this person is not feeling like they're getting enough, is what I'm hearing. Maybe they weren't spending enough time with you or with the family. It does look like they're trying to take proactive steps. Maybe there was, you know, an ultimatum on the table. It does look like they're showing up completely differently. And you're watching them. You're like making sure, right? Like making sure that it is indeed the truth, the reality. Maybe not communicating, but just like watching from afar is what I'm hearing. Especially with that Page of Swords being blocked. Because I'm hearing it's like you feel like you know what that person or what you expect of that person. They know that. And you're not gonna, yeah. You're not really going to keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. Wasted energy, wasted breath. But I also feel like they might not be giving you the attention that you want. Because if they're blocking that love, that connection, you know, they might just be approaching things very practically, very analytically with that Knight of Swords. So kind of taking the feeling, the emotion out of it. Trying to start fresh, but not wanting to lose whatever it is that they have with you. Yeah. But unfortunately, there is this element of, it's not a very joyful space right now. And again, that makes sense, right? Because we see this Three of Swords. So the grief is still overshadowing. Maybe that's why you are stepping away a little bit and watching and waiting. But I think that if you take a step back, so Justice is Libra energy, take that step back, look at things again more from that diplomatic perspective. Take time to think and really like kind of process through what is happening, how things are shifting and changing. You know, I hear it as like, try not to be too critical, Capricorn, because I do feel like there is some positive shift in your favor. It was going to move this way anyway. You know, that's also what that fate signifies. It's going to pop up whether we like it or not. It's meant to be, right? It was meant to go this way. So there could be a shift in energy. But when we take the love, the affection, the care out of it, the happiness, that's when it gets a little bit dicey. And there is a need to be a little bit more objective about what's going on. And really tune in and figure out, I mean, yeah, like this person or this situation, it's not as mature as you. It's a different vibe, a different energy. Like they're trying to start fresh. And remember, the Fool is from a blank slate. Like this is a path that they've never been down before. They don't really know how to like orient themselves, feel comfortable, feel strong, and they're trying to, right? But for some reason, there's a little bit of arm's length going on with them. Oh, I love this. But it does look like things move forward, especially this week. There's something about this that makes me feel like you're able to take that step back a little bit more and let go of some of the judgments that might be happening. Something about it is not, yeah, well, it's not sitting right with you because it's not 100% what you want or how you wanted it to look. And I feel like that's what kind of keeps getting, you know, that's where the obstacle comes into play for you, Capricorn. It's like, especially if this is family, I mean, it does feel like you have a strong connection with this, right? Like you care about it a lot. It's something that's valuable to you. Maybe it's been in your life for a long time and like you're not willing to give up on it yet. But there's still this part of you that's, both of you, I mean, obviously mirroring each other, are keeping yourselves at arm's length, you know? And it goes back to, it's that dichotomy between, do we start fresh? Do we give this a go? Do we wipe that slate clean? Or do I really pursue my own heart and my own desire? 6 of Wands is all about our own personal victory and success and what our life is going to look like for us. And that kind of goes back to, I mean, obviously it looks like you're figuring it out as the week moves forward. I just feel like, yeah, there's still some stuff that I don't know. I mean, there still is some stuff that has to. 333 was on the clock. So like, you know, I think it's like cutting out the BS, right? Like this reminds me of when we are working with vegetables or something like that and we kind of cut off the bad parts. So every relationship, every situation has the good and the bad. And the longer it goes in a certain dynamic, you know, the more certain patterns are going to be normal, comfortable even. And it's not necessarily intentional on anyone's end because there are these promises at play. But I think we can always see a person's true colors versus are they keeping those promises? Or are they slacking off? Are they hiding things? There is damage done, unfortunately, in this dynamic. But there is also this promise to heal. So I would say, like, don't specifically have one foot out the door because that's really going to hinder you from being able to see where this is headed. And let me pull on that too. Okay. I think, 444. So that's like our angel protection. The abundance, the wish, how you want this to look, it is available in this situation. I feel like both parties just have to be a little bit more flexible. You know, try to find the things you love and appreciate about one another versus what you think the other person's not doing right. That's going to help soften the energy and kind of give more of that towards towards that fulfillment of what you want to bring in with this person or situation. Granted, this is the energy for the week. It looks really positive and hopeful. It's just kind of readjusting a few things, which I feel like you'll get that, Capricorn. You're smart. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm sending love and blessings to whatever you're navigating through. Definitely big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. I love to build and grow the community. Sending lots of love your way. Have a fabulous day.